Good evening, everybody. It is Thursday, and you know what that means. We are just minutes away from game number 3 here on quarterfinal Thursday at the CCAA National Basketball Championships, live from the Jack Simpson Gym here at the University of Calgary. I'm Brett Lepkowski. I am going to be calling the game for you here today, joined, of course, once again by my good friend Jermaine JC Cummings. It's been a long day for you so far, and you're only halfway done.
Only halfway done. 2 more games to go, but I'll tell you what, Brett, I am oh so excited right now. George Brown on one side, highly touted, as we know so well. Cap U, come on now, Capilano Blues. Who doesn't know about Cap U? They also looking to get the hard contested win today. We're going to see who comes out on top, because I guarantee you it's going to be a tight one.
It's going to be a very interesting matchup here between the OCAA runners-up in the George Brown Huskies and the Pac West champions, the Capilano Blues. Both teams quite opposite season trajectories. George Brown having the much better regular season than Capilano, but Capilano has that championship for their conference.
Exactly. Oh, so important. When you got the ring to show it, everything else doesn't really matter. But nonetheless, all of that goes out the window as we pick up today, as we are here live from the Jack Simpson Gymnasium for day 1 of the National Championships. As I just said, all of your old accolades, leave that all back home where you came from. It's all brand new here, and we're going to see if they can get one more chip to add to that trophy mantle.
George Brown looking to join St. Clair, who won earlier this morning as 2 for 2 for Ontario teams, while for the Capilano Blues trying to do a little better than the team they beat for the Pac West Championships in the VIU Mariners, who just came up short only minutes ago in overtime against a very good Dawson Blues team. You watched that game. How was that one?
It was an absolute bomb burner the entire time. It was tightly contested. Both teams back and forth. As you just said, Brett, we had to go to an overtime period to decide a winner. And sure enough, Dawson was able to get that win. Hardly fought. And I guarantee you this one will be more of the same. We're dealing with all the best teams here. Everyone's playing their best basketball, Brett. We're here for some great hoop, and I can't wait to get this one tipped off.
For Capilano, they're going to rely on their 2 big stars tonight. Tyrone Asiniguan, the All-Canadian, averaging over 20 points a game in the regular season, having a fantastic year, more than earning that All-Canadian prize as well. And then we also have CJ Campbell. He was the Pac West Tournament MVP. Big reason why they have advanced to this tournament. They came into Pac West playoffs as the number 3 seed, and they just went on a huge run, and he was a big reason for that.
They sure did. Campbell on one side, Asiniguan on the other. 2 highlight players really looking to stake their claim today and make sure he can come out with the win. Nonetheless, all players 1 through 12 on both rosters are going to have to contribute today to make it easy on that player, because like we said, this is only day 1. 3 days left. Can't do too much heavy lifting on day 1. See if we kind of spread the wealth a little bit, pass it around.
And then when we look at the other side here for the George Brown Huskies, lots of hardware for the 2 first-team All-Stars in the East Division of the OCAA, Robert Ocampo, Derek Taylor, and then we were talking about how much we love defenders in the first game today. Chris Fields, he was the Eastern Conference Defensive Player of the Year in the OCAA this year.
That's right. 1 deep point in the first game we worked together, Brett. It's only right that we get the opposite one here. We're going to see if Fields can turn on that defensive switch and turn it into some easy offensive points for his team in this game.
As we said, both of these teams coming off some different trajectories on the regular season. Capilano, at one point during the Pac West season, were 7-7, ended up winning their last 4 games of the regular season, and then winning all 3 playoff games to win the Pac West. So even though their record might not look the best in this tournament, they're on a 7-game win streak right now.
Absolutely, heating up at the right time, right at the end of the year when you need it the most. So we're going to see if they can continue that regular season success here into the oh-so-important final postseason tournament and keep that streak going up.
While for George Brown, started the season 1-1, went on to win 16 in a row, got all the way to the championship game. They got beat by that very good St. Clair Saints team who we saw earlier today in quarterfinal number 1. So we are going to be seeing a very good team who knows how to win tonight.
Absolutely.
Just about ready for tip-off here. Both these teams, they've been waiting around all day. They had to wait a little bit longer to hit the court after game 2 today went to overtime, and you could see it as they both looked like they were getting ready for the tip-off before even saying the anthem.
Absolutely, and that can go one of 2 ways. You can either get real revved up, ready to go, like you said, bottle up that energy and turn it into some positive ways, or another way is sometimes you can start to see the rust that you had a little bit earlier kind of set in if you're sitting a little bit longer than you thought you had to see. So we're going to see exactly which way both teams end up going after a little bit of an extended break getting into this game.
Yeah, I was walking through the tunnel a little bit earlier today, just before overtime there in game 2, and the Huskies team there, they looked like a little impatient. They were ready to get on the court and start shooting. They wanted to get the feel for the game early on. Early 3-point opportunity, well short.
One of those things we're going to see now as we see C.J. Campbell catching nothing but air after the little extended break. Because what I was talking about, maybe, trying to cool down a little bit, got to get hot.
Could take these teams a couple of minutes to get into this one. We're going to have an inbound. It looks like it went off of a hand.
Uh-oh.
Playing it off the back. Clever play. Josh Dillon went unable to really make anything of it. They work it down low. Unable to get the bucket. And an early defensive stop for the Huskies. They kick it out wide. Corner tray. Bounces off the rim. And back the other way we go. Second opportunity, and it's put away by David Featherston, getting the opening bucket of the game.
Find your checks right there as Featherston went almost untouched for that second chance opportunity. Great putback to crack up the goose egg for his team.
3 ball is put away. 3-2 early on for the Huskies.
How about DMB2 Komesu showing you that 6'8" can shoot as well as the big man knocks down that triple.
Another air ball from the Cap Blues early on. Popping from the corner. That is Ocampo getting the early bucket. And the Huskies jump out to a quick 5-2 lead.
Yeah, great baseline J as Robert Ocampo turns around, sees he's got no one in front of him, pops up from 10 and knocks it down. That's a good-looking J. Oh, good hands.
Dylan losing the handle on it. Ocampo now the other way. He's going to get it back. Open tray. It's good.
Ocampo making sure that lefty is lucky as he's seen a nice little solo 5-0 run to start this game out.
5 early points for the first team All-Star. Robert Ocampo, leading by example, is the Huskies captain. Blues find themselves in an early hole 2 minutes into this one as they draw the foul.
You like that recognition there coming off the screen as C.J. Campbell saw that the big man came up and showed what you do. You put the ball right into his stomach. Has got no other choice than to hold you up with his hands. Gets called for the foul. Does DM.
Got an untied shoelace there. Campbell looks to still be trying to figure out this game early on here as he's trying to get into the rhythm of it. It's Dylan now. Step back from way downtown. A little bit too short. The Blues cold early on so far. Ocampo wide open. He wants to take it. Instead he drives. Good defense there. That's Zach Klim getting in the lane and making life difficult for Ocampo down low.
Absolutely. 6'11" is Zach Klim. Long arms as well, and using it on that last possession as Ocampo thought he had a wide open lane to the hoop, and just like that, eclipsed by Klim.
Trying to get the mid-range game going there was Nassim Berry, but he wasn't able to get it to go. Now Cap U going to have an opportunity. Try and get a bucket back. 2.5 gone here in the first. Asinaguan gets to the bucket, and he gets it home.
Classic read and react. Good job using the screen, rolling off that screen, keeping the ball nice and tight, extending at the hoop, getting the nice kiss off the glass for the easy two.
Huskies working around here. It's Fields. Can't get it. Here come Capu the other way. Dylan leaves it for Klim, and the big man gets the easy bucket, cutting the lead to 2.
Yeah, not every day the big man will run the floor. That's a good job by Zach Klim running the floor, and an even better job by his point guard rewarding him for running the floor with that easy 2.
Seeing both big men running the floor and making some contributions early on offensively.
Absolutely, it's a new day. Bigs used to be anchored up to the block, kind of work with the back to the basket. Not anymore. Up and down. Bigs are getting themselves moving, and I love to see it.
It's going to be an interesting matchup to see all night between those two.
Most definitely.
A couple of fresh bodies entering the game for both teams. Ocampo now down low.
Oh.
Just patient getting that bucket. He's already got 7.
Hard, decisive jab step, loses the defense, pulls it right back into his body and goes up in the telephone booth and knocks it down.
And a nice put away from Asinaguan the other way. The stars are shining early on here at the Jack. Gonna work it down low to Ocampo again. This time he leaves it. Try to go down low. But Barry doesn't come to it, and it's a turnover the other way. Asinaguan from deep. Klim with the good offensive board, but he throws it away as Ocampo gets the steal.
Yeah, nice little pick 6 as Ocampo's able to fill the lane, and now we're going to see if he can step into a 3.
And he nails it from downtown.
Oh, yeah.
And 10 of the 13 points coming to Robert Ocampo, the 5th-year guard from Toronto. Having a fantastic first quarter right now.
He sure is. Rob Ocampo, real cool, real calm, collected as well, able to get points, as you can see, from absolutely anywhere on the floor. Never in a hurry, does it on his own pace, causing the timeout. Capilano, great play.
Ocampo feeling it early on. Seems like that delay has not affected him in any way. If anything, it just seems to have calmed him down.
Absolutely.
see what Coach Van Semang has to try and get Capu a little bit calmed down and see if they can figure out a way to solve the problem that is Robert Ocampo here. 4:13 gone in the opening quarter. What has been a fantastic day of basketball here so far at the Jack.
Most definitely. If I'm Coach Van Semang, I tell you what, things are too easy for Robert right now. We know he's going to get his buckets, but he's got to work for it. Right now he's doing anything he wants when it comes to drives, putting up from long range, even mid-range as well, facilitating from the block. Too easy, too easy. Make him work for those. That way we can see if we can frustrate him a little bit and get him off his game.
Yeah, perfect example is that you were saying earlier, that one he hit with that jab step. He didn't have to do anything. He made the defender get out of the way, and that was about as easy of a bucket as you're going to score.
Exactly.
Cap down 5 here early on. Quick play. Campbell straight through Main Street and gets that bucket to get the lead down to 3. Big early bucket for CJ Campbell to get himself some confidence early on. Nice fake there, and a good job to get to the rim by Barry and drawing the foul. It's going to be the first foul of the game on Zach Klim.
Yeah, it's a good recovery by Klim, but just a little bit too much contact for the officials' liking as he got the shooter on his wrist, and we're going to see Nassim Barry at the line now.
First trip to the line tonight for Nassim Barry.
With the active defender that Klim is, look for Barry to be aggressive and continue to find himself at the line. He's a great free throw shooter, as we see there. Look for him to really exploit that by getting to the line time and time again.
Nassim Barry only 70% from the year, but looked pretty confident at the line there. Nice job there to get it to Klim, who gets the bucket and the harm. He's going to step to the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, one good play deserves another, as we see Klim making a difference on both ends. This time on the offensive side, taking the hit, finishing through the contact, and now a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way.
It's 5 early points here for the big 6'11" center. 2-point game here early on. Looks like we could be in for another real good game here on quarterfinal Thursday. Barry from deep.
What did I say? He's got a trigger. Look at Nassim Barry splashing it from long range. Got to come check him. He's too good from out there.
Another big forward for the Huskies, hitting from downtown, showing lots of range. Beautiful cutback and the jam.
Back door, knocking on it as we see the great Senegal finish, cocking that thing back and flushing it down too.
No foul. Ocampo can't believe it, and they come the other way. Beautiful pass and the extra pass. And a big put away by Klim. Back-to-back jams by Capu. Cut the lead to 1.
Blues playing above the rim now, rocking the orange a little bit, sending a message. That's how you do that. Stay aggressive, play above the rim, and make sure they know you got just some elite level athletes.
Out of bounds. It's going to be inbounded by the Huskies. And man, it's just basketball. It's such a game of runs, and it's just the momentum can swing on a dime, and it seems like ever since that timeout, it has been all Capu.
Most definitely. Great job taking the game essentially by the horns after that timeout, like you said, Brett, and establishing their dominance, especially on the offensive end.
3 doesn't go there this time for the Huskies. That was Caldre Campbell who wasn't able to put it away. Opportunity for the Blues to go ahead. Asiniguan from deep. Too strong. Huskies come the other way. Nice cut to the basket, but a foul called on the play. And heading to the line, going to be Derek Taylor.
A good take by Derek Taylor. Just kind of lull the defense into a false sense of security. Turn on the Jets in the last second, able to draw that contact, and now he's going to find himself at the line. Good take.
Good to see big Brett Carey enter the game for the first time. Possible not to pick out Brett Carey on the court.
No, definitely. You're not going to miss him. Definitely not. You see what Brett Carey is. Quite a presence, you could say, on the floor for sure.
Something of a homecoming for him as well. He's from Edmonton, so back in Alberta here for the Nationals this week as the first free throw goes for Taylor. Gets the second, and the lead back up to 3.
And I got to shut Brett Carey out. He made quite an impression on us yesterday at the banquet, rocking some old school Gary Payton's from '98. I was very impressed with his pullout. Granted, he didn't make the top 5. Condition was a little, a little so-so, but nonetheless, I had to show him some love. Great showing yesterday at the banquet for sure.
It's Marko Kozic now on the ball, trying to cut through, use the screen of Carey. Try to go to him down low. He recovers, sends it back to Kozic. With 4 on the shot clock, he gets the runner. And we're back to a 1-point game.
Yeah, broken play. Great job by Kozic putting it back together, getting that layup to go down. And as we see, tightly contested now with only 3 minutes left in the first.
Working around, it's Barrow. Tries to go for the extra pass. It's broken up. And Asiniguan. Nice patience to go straight to the rim. And Asiniguan having himself a first quarter, putting the Blues up by 1.
Exactly. Scary hours when Tyrone Asiniguan gets going in the open floor, and as you can see, so dangerous. Great finish by him in transition.
Taylor from 3. Doesn't go. It's going to be Blues ball. Multiple subs coming in for both teams here. It's going to be first-year forward Josh Vandeveld to inbound here for Capu. Gets it into Dylan. Does a good job of evading 2 defenders. He's got lots of space. Straight to the rim. Tries to go for that extra pass. And it's going to be a turnover. It's going to go the other way.
Yeah, a little out of control there coming off the bench into the game, but let's see if he can kind of rein himself back in here on the defensive side.
Now it's Fields on the ball for Brown. Barry, mid-range, tried to go off the glass. Here comes Cap the other way.
Yeah, definitely a little bit too much body there from Taylor.
Got a pushing foul here on the Huskies. Dylan works around to Kozic. The Serbian, down low, off the glass, and putting it away is Featherston.
Not bad at all. That was a great double team by the Huskies down low, but didn't matter as Featherston was able to get that righty layup up and over the outstretched arm.
Foul on the court here. It's going to be against CJ Campbell. Huskies to inbound. Capilano up 3 with 1:49 left to go in the opening quarter here at the Jack. They go down low. It's Fields. Tries to outweight the defense. Can't get it to go now. Dylan in transition. Gonna stop, leave it for Kozic. Tries to go up and over. Has it taken away.
Hey.
Through the legs, Fields, but he loses it. And a little bit of a scramble right now as neither team can keep control of the ball.
Spin. Great move off the block. Unable to get it up, though. Just kind of spun and found himself too deep. That was a good move, nonetheless. You look for him to really exploit that as he's got the quick over the right-handed shoulder spin.
Hectic sequence there from both teams. Neither one able to come away with a bucket. But now Featherston down low. Doesn't get the bucket, but does draw the foul, and he's going to head to the line with 1:04 left to go in the opening quarter.
And we're going to get a look at Featherston here. And despite being down as far as the height advantage goes, he definitely has got the weight advantage over his check, and we see him use it there. He's able to kind of bully his way to the hoop, and now he's finding himself at the line to see if he can convert them.
Misses the first.
Knocks down the second, though, this Featherston is going to get a quick break, I'm sure, with only a minute left here in the first.
Featherston only a 57% free throw shooter. Goes 1 of 2 from the stripe. Looking for that down low play to Barry. Good defense here from the Blues. 3 ball, it's good. And that's Jeremiah Brown getting 3. He was the OCAA 6th Man of the Year.
And you see why, picking up his teammates off the bench and into the scorer's ledger as Brown knocks down that 3 after a little bit of space creation. You love to see it.
Dillon nearly losing the dribble, able to keep the play alive from the corner. Triple doesn't go. Shot clock is off. We got a scramble now down low. George Brown finally able to come away with it. They might have numbers. Capilano does a good job to get back in transition on defense. Fields kicks it out wide. Barry, the extra pass. The 3 doesn't go. Good defense there from Kozic. 2 seconds left to go. It's stolen. Last chance. Doesn't go. 10 minutes in the books. And what has been a very entertaining quarterfinal. Again, just like the other 2. And the Capilano Blues up 1, 24-23 after 10.
Absolutely, elite level hoop. Like you said, Brett, every quarter so tightly contested. This game is looking to be the same as the first 2 were, tightly contested the whole way through. That was a great first quarter of basketball.
Robert Acampo putting up a big first quarter. 10 points in a very short stint. It was very early on he scored those 10 points, while on the other end, Tyrone Asiniguan having just another great showing. The All-Canadian absolutely proving why he got that award with a really strong first quarter.
Yep, Asiniguan had it going on in that first as he was able to make stuff happen in transition. Great defense, turned it even better. Oh, and not only that, he was getting his teammates involved offensively as well. We know how great of a finisher he is, but a great distributor as well, and he showed a little bit of that there in the first.
Of course, if he missed it earlier today, the St. Clair Saints in quarterfinal number 1, taking up a 108-93 victory over the hometown St. Mary's Lightning in their first ever CCAA national championship game. St. Clair Saints, last year's runners-up, trying to get that championship. It is the redemption tour for them. And while in the second game, if you missed it, it was a good one. It went to overtime. Montreal's Dawson College Blues coming away with the big 91-85 win over the VIU Mariners, who after such a great season find themselves with back-to-back losses and now will not take a championship home.
Unbelievable. Just goes to show you, it doesn't matter how much you win, it matters when you win. So despite the VIU Mariners doing their thing all season long, you stack up a couple losses and just like that, you're out of the running for the title. But nonetheless, still plenty to play for, so look for them to come out hard tomorrow and try to get it done.
To get things going here. Start the second. It's Ocampo. Thought about it. Doesn't take it. Heading to the rim was Brown. Couldn't get it.
Uh-oh. So we got ourselves an injury. Yet another turned ankle, it looks like. We've got, seems to be
the and one.
Chris Fields.
But yeah, we see Fields is down behind the play.
I saw that one. It's funny, too. It seems like I've seen turned ankles in almost every single quarter here today. It's been unbelievable. These injuries are a part of the game, but it's not something you like to see.
Gonna take a break on the court here.
And such a great game. We highlighted his defense before the game. Eastern Depoy, Defensive Player of the Year, Fields, and he sure have made everyone know that he's an elite defensive player. He's doing a good job playing the passing lanes and a couple great help situations early in this one as well. So you hate to see him down there right now. Putting weight on it. Granted, it's not a lot of weight, but it is good to see him actually putting weight on that right now, despite it not being a ton. Walking off on his own powers. Going to get that thing looked at right away because you know he wants to get back into this one.
Clem going to head to the line for the and one.
Job converting there as Zach Clem gets that three-point play to go.
Clem's already up to double digits in points. 10 of the Blues' 27 coming to the big 6'11". Good cut to the rim, but Taylor can't finish. Clem with a rebound. He finds Dylan. Campbell looking for Clem down low. Can't get it to go, but another good look for the big man. Acampo now. Throws it for Barrow. He has it taken away from him. Wanted a foul, doesn't get it. And a blocking foul coming against Taylor.
Yeah, in the front court as well. Taylor trying to pick that one up right before the half court line. Unfortunately, feet weren't set. That's an infraction, my man, and side out of bounds for the Capu Blues.
CJ Campbell now. Goes down low for Featherston, gets it, looking to get it right back, plays it off his leg, recovers. Only 4 on the clock, Dylan for Clem, down low. And the George Brown Huskies cannot find an answer for Zach Clem right now. He's up to a dozen. Yeah,
too much and too easy for him. It's all about positioning. Zach Clem doing a good job of getting himself big down low. As we see George Brown able to come back and knock down that three. Doesn't change the fact that things are a little too easy for Zach Clem right now. Make sure to put a body on him and make him not get that great position like he has been.
It's Caldre Campbell for the Huskies, picking up 3 the other way. Still a 3-point game. Seneguan trying to get around Barrow, and he beautifully gets to the rim.
Come on.
Making it look easy as the All-Canadian.
Artistry in the air, contorting his body, finishing with the right hand on the left-handed side. Seneguan showing you why he's an elite player in this league.
Barrow now trying to get past the Seneguan, who gets it done on the defensive end too. We got a tie-up.
Gotcha.
Looks like it's going to be a...
They got CJ for that foul. You can't come around the back like that. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough when you got the ball on the ground.
Taylor to the rim. There's a foul. It's going to go against Clem. That's going to be his second.
Tell you, I love that take there
from
Derek Taylor. Love that. That's exactly how you attack a shot blocker like that. You have to go right up into the midsection, kind of throwing them off balance a little bit. If you give them any kind of space to operate, chances are they're going to send that thing right back. Go into the body, create that contact, get yourself to the free throw line.
First one for Taylor goes. I feel like that's going to have to become a strategy for this George Brown team, is just attack Clem, try to get him in foul trouble, keep him off the court at this point because they have not been able to stop him offensively.
Absolutely. Clem has shown his dominance on both sides around the basket, so the only way to really kind of keep him tempered is see if you can keep him on the bench. Stay aggressive, keep attacking him.
Dylan to Seneguan, goes down low. Featherston, nice move, gets to the basket for 2 more. Blues up 5.
Yeah, quick little baseline spin. Featherston, one hard dribble, up hard with 2 hands, and nice finish. You like to see that take.
Barry was not expecting that one, as that one came flying out of the hand of Jacob Masters. It's going to be a turnover. Capilano frustrating this George Brown team right now.
Definitely, with Clem on the bench as well. When you're able to get some stops down low with your 7-footer on the bench, that's a plus for you.
Knocked away there was Athman as he was trying to get that extra pass into the paint. Going to inbound here with 11 left on the clock. Dillon throws it right away. It's picked off by Taylor. Kicks it out wide. They work it around for Ocampo. He takes the three. Too short. Didn't have time to get set. And Dillon now comes the other way. Finds a Assiniboine. Goes out wide. They work it around. And they're going to slow it down with 10 on the shot clock. Dillon thought about it. Sends it down low. Featherston off the glass and good for another 2.
Yep, I said it earlier. He's got that decided strength advantage over his check every time. Does Featherston. There you see him using it. He just backs into the defender. Nothing they could do. Easy layup on the right side.
Huskies find themselves down 7 right now with 6 left to go in the opening half. But a nice move to the basket for Nassim Berry, who gets 2 back.
Yeah, a little bit of everything from Nassim Berry. How about it? He's got a jumper, as we've seen. We've seen him take it and finish in there. And how about a little defense as well, sending that ball out of bounds. Nassim Berry very active here in the first half.
Huge block from Berry. Going to be Marko Kozic to inbound. Finds Vandeveld. Finds himself a little trap. Back to it. Beautiful backdoor feed. And Ahmad Athman gets the bucket.
Great example of triangle offense right there. 3 men on one side of the floor making it happen. Move that ball around. But I tell you what, if you don't come check Nassim Berry, he's going to kill you from mid-range. You've got to come see him. Just because he's 6'10", don't think he has to work around the basket. He's looking to put it up.
Five-point game here. Assiniboine to the basket. And it seems that all game, whenever Capilano wants to get down low to the bucket, they get down low to the bucket.
Exactly. Every time. Time and time again. Number 5, Assiniboine doing this thing in the painted area a little easily as well.
Berry tries the reverse. Can't get it, and Assiniboine now the other way in transition. Cuts through everybody, but another huge denial. This time it's Derek Taylor getting up to knock that one away.
That's why you don't give up on the play. A little bit of help defense as Taylor picks up his teammate by saying, don't you worry about it. You take him down low, I'll get him up top. Out of bounds, 17 on the shot clock now.
Throw it down low for Carey. With Taylor on him. Tries to go off glass. Doesn't fall. Could be out of bounds. To the Blues. 4:47 to go. Capilano find themselves up 7. Looking for that inbound. They throw it way up, and it's turned over, and then that's going to be a foul.
Ooh, open floor as well.
I think so.
2 in the ball, if I'm not mistaken.
Marko Kozic unable to corral that inbound. Beaten to the ball by Caldre Campbell. And he's going to earn himself a free throw here. Gets the first to go. And Campbell gets the second.
It's a good job by Dre Campbell stepping up and knocking down those infraction free throws. Now possession for George Brown to see if they can capitalize with 14 on the shot clock.
Potential momentum swing here. Trimming the lead to 5. It's going to be Campbell now controlling. He's got an open look. Never a chance. The save thrown away to Capilano. They come back the other way, and another turnover. And now it's Berry running the court. They work it around. Ocampo fakes, steps back, doesn't take. Campbell, he doesn't take. They work it around. Finally, comes all the way around, and the three does not go for Taylor.
Yeah, didn't get it to go, but it was a good job moving the ball around by the Huskies and picking up a cheap one now. Is
Foul going to go against Taylor. Both teams on 3-team fouls currently. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. And Kozic nearly loses another one off the inbounds, but collects, able to drive straight down Main Street once again, and he gets the runner to go to bring the lead back up to 7 with 4 to go in the half.
Yeah, good job by Marco corralling that loose ball, making sure it doesn't turn into a turnover as well. Got it back and got himself 2 points for his troubles.
Tough bucket there from Naz Robert.
That's right, tough is right. It went right into the heart of the defense on that one. 2 defenders at that, and is able to get it up and over. Hard fought basket for Taylor.
Immediate impact for the man who just stepped onto the court. Big diving play there from Barrow. 5 left on the clock. Assiniboine from 3. Touch too strong. Huskies come the other way. The 6th man of the year, straight through the defense. Can't get it to go. Second chance, third chance, another offensive board. They kick it out wide. And the 3 again doesn't go. And finally, another offensive board for Brown, and this time he gets the hoop and the harm.
Jeremiah Brown attacking the glass. 4 offensive rebounds on 1 possession, culminating in getting hit 1 time, and now a chance for 3. That's why you never give up on the play, especially on the offensive side. Brown showing you what he can do for you.
And we're going to have a timeout called by Capilano here with 3:06 left to go in the first half.
Good time for me to get some sponsors out of the way here. Brett, Game 3 today, sponsored by TBBC. Also THAA. Tamara J Training could help stretch me out. My back is feeling a little bit tight. And finally, Rogers Communications for keeping us all connected.
Of course, also this weekend we have the women's CCAA National Championships happening at Mohawk College in Hamilton. Earlier today, semifinal number 1, it was the Gayonta St. John defeating the Humber Hawks 75-62 and advancing to the final. And in the second semifinal currently going on, just like in the second quarterfinal today, it's the Dawson Blues and the VIU Mariners currently in action in women's basketball out in Hamilton. Dawson Blues up by 4 in the second. And of course, we have one more quarterfinal game to go here tonight. It's going to be the Holland Hurricanes from Charlottetown, PEI, traveling all the way to Calgary to play the hosts, your 6-time ACSC men's champions, your St. Trojans.
House is going to be rocking indeed for that one, as the main event I'm sure won't disappoint. As Brett said, traveling all the way across the country are the Hurricanes. Tall task ahead of them as the Trojans, coming off their 6th straight provincial chip, looking to add to that with a national title as well.
Huge steal from Naz Robert, and he delivers, finding Derek Taylor on the fast break for the easy bucket. We're all tied up at 41. We're going to have a foul called on Naz Robert, but what an impact he has made. Buckets, assists, huge steal. He's been an absolute spark off the bench.
Yeah, and that's how you get yourself more minutes later in the game as well, when the coach knows he can call on you and you're going to come cold off the bench and start to contribute right away. And another steal add to that ledger as well. Naz Roberts doing his thing.
Look at him go, run to the court, gets the hoop and the harm.
Come on now.
Naz Roberts.
Come on now. That's what you got to do. That's right. Coach knows he made the right decision. Jason Dawkins says, look, I called on Naz Roberts for a little bit of garbage time, but how about I get him right into the front ledger and making sure to already lead the game in steals with 3 minutes into his debut here in this game. Unbelievable.
Robert sinks the and 1, and just like that, the Huskies on a 10-0 run find themselves up 3. Nice patience by Kozic, waiting out 2 Huskies players and gets that bucket back to bring the lead back down to 1.
Most definitely a virtue is patience as Marco loses 2 defenders with the head fake and goes up for the easy 2.
It's Brown off the glass. That's another 2 for the 6th man of the year. Dillon now on the ball. He's got 2 Huskies on him. Goes all the way across, and it's picked off again by Nas Robert. Another interception. Kicks it out wide for Taylor. Goes all the way across. He's going to take it from deep, Terrell, but he's well short of that one. He catches nothing but the mesh, and that's going to be cat ball.
And it is again. Talking about Nas Roberts. 5 consecutive possessions making an impact. As you said, cold off the bench. This is what's going to give him some minutes later in this game. And when the game is tightly contested towards the end, don't be surprised if you see Nas Roberts getting some burn.
Only appeared in 9 regular season games, averaged 10 points a game. So another one of those key bench players for this George Brown team. There's just a foul called on the floor. It's going to send the Blues to the line. And as I mentioned earlier before the game, as we were chatting, this George Brown team scores by committee. 5 guys averaging more than 10 points, none of them averaging more than 13. This team moves the ball around, everyone contributes, and it's a big reason why they had a 16-game winning streak at one point this year.
Most definitely. When you move the ball around, everyone's engaged. No one feels like they're out of step with the game. Everyone's going to make sure to be on their P's and Q's because they can get the ball at any time. It's a good job by George Brown getting everyone involved.
Barrow kicks it out. Terrell's wide open. Finds Brown. Drives the lane. Up and under for the bucket.
So I'll tell you what, Jeremiah Brown's in his bag right now as he's losing guys on the perimeter. A couple of hard drives to the basket with the left. Just like that, you've got the defense reeling.
Seneguan nearly gets the tough one to go, but he does draw the foul on Brown, and he's going to head to the line.
The thing that's just so deadly about Tyrone Seneguan, you've got to cover him at the perimeter because if you don't, he'll knock down the 3. And sure enough, as soon as you come meet him at that line, he's going to turn on the jets and get to the line. Either A, he's getting some contact getting to the line, or B, he's going to get that layup to go as we've seen all game long.
First one goes for Seneguan. But as we pointed out, ever since they seemed to have forced Zach Klim off the court, the tides have definitely changed in this game and has been very, very heavily in favor of the Huskies since then.
Yeah, most definitely. You get that big presence out of the paint that is Zach Klim. Things are nice and free and clear and opened up, and we see time and time again Brown, Roberts, Taylor, both Taylors constantly attacking.
That one thrown away by Derek Taylor this time. Just gets his wires crossed there with Andre Barrow, and that one's thrown out of bounds. With 1:06 to go in the opening half, 48-46 in favor of George Brown, who are looking to make it 2 for 2 in terms of Ontario teams here on quarterfinal Thursday.
Tell you what, someone's got to make a stand for the West, man. I tell you, East is right now showing their dominance. Capilano, we looking at you.
Good play there defensively for the Huskies, and they come the other way. In transition, it's Robert. Can't get it to go. Wanted the foul. Tyrell kicks it out. Acampo picking up where he left off with the big tray.
Got to find him. Despite the play being broken, you have got to find Ocampo. I tell you what, another 3 from him, and he's able to add to the scores total.
Dillon trying to drive the lane, able to draw the foul on Batu Kumeso.
Yeah, it's a good job by Josh Dillon. Sees that he has obviously the huge height disadvantage. Tell you what, take it right into him, make him backpedal, draw that contact. Chances are it's going to come out in your favor.
Dillon, only 5'10", attacking the big man who is over a foot taller than him.
Tell you what, man, Josh Dillon looks up, doesn't see any basket at all, just sees 6'10" standing right in front of him. Fearless, though, is Dillon.
And Dillon goes 2 for 2 from the line. Cuts the lead down. 28 ticks left on the clock here in the first half. Huskies up 3 with the ball. It's Terrell Taylor. Nice cut pass, finds Ocampo to the basket. And Robert Ocampo having himself a first half here.
Yeah, showing he can do it all too. Is not only can he shoot, create his own shot, but he can also be found with a great cut into the paint. It's a great finish by Rob Ocampo.
Siniguan goes down low, able to find Benito Reed, who's fouled as he goes up. And he's going to head to the line with 2 ticks left. The first year forward, 6'6", from Port Coquitlam, BC. Shout out to Poco.
Most definitely. And as we saw yesterday at the banquet, Darnell Richard had it going on. He was one of the top 5 finalists. He rocked some off-white dunks. He was looking crisp. He had the head to toe looking fresh with the little pocket square as well. He was very crisp last night at the banquet. So shout out to the man they call KD, Darnell Richard.
And the second goes. Cut the lead down. Time for one more chance. Blocked, and that's going to do it here for the first half at the Jack. 20 minutes in the books, 20 minutes still to go. The George Brown Huskies from Toronto currently holding a 4-point lead, over the Capilano Blues out of North Vancouver. Looking to make it 1 win so far out of 3 chances for a Western team, while for the Huskies looking to make it 2 for 2 for Ontario and advance to potentially play the hosts. Big first half. Robert Ocampo really leading the charge here for the Huskies. And like we said, ever since they got Zach Clem out of the game, the tide's definitely changed, and it has been all George Brown since then. We're going to have second half action coming up for you in about 15 minutes time right here on CCAA TV.
Yeah, I got a pizza from you. Yeah. I found the spot. You found the whatever?
It's okay, hey?
Can't take it. Can't
Yeah.
take food out. They won't let you.
Yeah.
Oh, really? No.
It's like a...
Phoenix came in with his background like, no.
It's like
Students.
it's like student cafeteria,
Cafeteria.
and like so they don't want students just like piling food and like
Maybe that's like pasta, pizza, pad
Yeah.
thai.
like they have like cooks there too that'll like grill you up like tacos and stuff too.
What?
Like, yeah, they
Damn.
did when I was there at least. They might only be there till
They have a
5.
soda stream. So that's
They have a soda stream.
So I got some peach Sprite.
Yeah.
That's the go-to.
Peach Sprite.
Yeah.
Nice.
I haven't been able to find it anywhere.
Heyo.
I'm only at 1 more point after the. Is that actually right? It says 13 on there.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember he scored 12 by the end of the first.
No, he had 7 after the first.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Find a charger? No. You got rock?
I did. Apparently everyone here is an Android plus 31. That is, which is a crazy one.
What's that?
My phone has been at 4% for like the last hour. I'm running it out. I'm gonna make it last.
Bring that charger, man.
Yeah.
You let your girl know so she doesn't freak out on you?
Oh.
Job wrapped.
Thank you.
Kill that.
I think this is the most I think basketball is the most fun I have.
For calling a.
It's the most
Ooh, I like that.
the spirit of David Beckham took over. All right, welcome back to the Jack Simpson Arena here in Calgary. Second half action just starting up here between the Capilano Blues and the George Brown Huskies. Klim picking up right where he left off. Back on the court, picking up the offensive board and the easy deuce.
Absolutely. Different baskets, same result. Zach Klim yet again getting himself a second chance opportunity down low. Defense coverage has got to change on him.
Seam Barry sends it out to Taylor. Derek Taylor, he's got Dylan all over him. Throws it all the way across. Barry's got 1 second on the shot clock. Gets it away, and it goes! Nassim Barry.
Said it in the first half. I'm about to say it again. Nassim can do absolutely everything on the offensive side, and his team desperately needs it. That's a huge shot by young Barry.
Nassim the Dream. He's got a dozen now on the game. Leading his team in points. Nice extra pass. And it's Zach Klim again.
It's too easy right now. His positioning is too good. The Huskies got to do a better job of putting a body on him, getting him up from under the basket. If he can have all day and night to stay down there, he's going to keep eating like we're seeing him do.
Nice cut down below the basket for Ocampo. Absolutely ankle breaker on Dylan. Gets the easy bucket. Lead back up to 5. The three goes in and out. Another offensive board. Klim can't get it to go, but he's going to head to the line. Zach Klim sat for a few minutes there to end the first half, and ever since this, he's come back on. It has just been the Zach Klim show.
Absolutely, going right back to work, and they don't even need to make plays for him. He makes them for himself. He's going to go down there, get that second chance opportunity, and hit the free throws as well. As we've seen, he's a great free throw shooter, and time again, finding himself at the line, converting as well. Great job by Zach Klim here tonight.
Klim on the second half of the back-to-back gets it to go, and he's got now 19 on the game, and he scored all 6 points for Capilano here to start the second half with a couple of offensive boards to go along with it. It's Nassim Barry. Cuts back, pops, and he hits it again. And these two just continue to trade shots here.
Sure do. As he creates the shot to Barry. What do we got here?
Looks like
shot clock issue. Said they didn't reset it. Man, like you said, Brett, both Klim and Barry shot for shot here to start out the second half. You're going to see who can really pull away.
Bad giveaway there from Dylan off the inbounds. A little bit of confusion there with his teammate as he was looking for him. And Taylor able to drive to the bucket. And he adds 2 for the Huskies. Dylan cuts through everybody in the 5'10" guard. Goes off the glass.
There you go. All you smaller players out there, take a note of Josh Dillon putting that ball high up on the glass so nobody could get to it. That's what you got to do when you're only 5'10" running amongst the trees.
And I think we finally figured out our scoreboard there, as it didn't look quite right there for a couple of minutes.
Well, it didn't seem to have gotten that ironed out.
But the score is correct. It is 62-57 in favor of the George Brown Huskies. George Brown looking to win their second ever CCAA National Championship. It'll be their first since 1975.
Woo! Way back then, I tell you. Looks like we're going the other way as Sinagwan hits the deck. I tell you, no chips since 1975. That is quite a drought. Quite a drought, and you know they're looking to kind of change the favors of that here with a great opportunity to do just that this weekend.
Well, for Capilano, never have they ever won the CCAA National Championship, looking to make it a first. But CJ Campbell finds himself a little bit of space, finds Dillon. He just takes the three, and he's absolutely true with the shot, cutting the lead down to 2.
Nothing but the bottom of the net. Quick hesitation move to lose the defender. Elevates up and splashes down as Josh Dillon.
Derek Taylor for 3. Misses to the left. It's going to go straight out, and that's going to be an inbounds now for the Blues. Blues finally starting to get a couple of extra buckets here from some secondary scoring options. They find themselves down 2 now with 7 left to go here in the third quarter. Dillon got 2 Huskies all over him. Evades. Patient off the glass, and he gets it to go to tie this one up.
Yeah, making something out of nothing is Josh Dillon using that pivot foot to get open, get himself another layup while you're at it. That's how you really take care of the basketball.
Kick out for 3. Doesn't go, too short, but an offensive rebound. Jeremiah Brown looking for the big man, and he just misses him. That's going to go out of play. And it has been all Blues here in the last couple minutes.
Yeah, they've done a good job ever since really the start here of the third of asserting their dominance, specifically on the offensive end, making sure that no wasted trips are in the cards for the Cap U Blues here today.
And they're getting a little secondary scoring now, too, as we've seen Dillon with a couple of buckets. Nice little cut there from Sinagwan, but he turns it over. Brown the other way, through the lane, gets the hoop and the harm. Huskies back up 2.
I love it. It's almost an art form in the open floor to draw contact, especially when you're seeing guys like Jeremiah Brown drawing that contact in the open floor, dribbling into the defender, making sure the ref sees that there is contact, and now a chance to finish on the line as well.
Brown had 10 points in the opening half. Give him 13 now as he adds the and 1 to go up 3. Dillon stops, pulls back for 3. He nails it from deep to tie the game up at 65.
Dillon is in his bag now. Anytime you can create some space and drop that 3, that works implementally high. So for your confidence, we're going to see if that rolls over to everyone else.
Brown for 3, and he gets the friendly roll. Both teams trading threes here in the third.
Yeah, no one wants to let anyone else go. Both teams have really come to play here in the second half. I like what I'm seeing to start out this third quarter.
And Josh Dillon goes up, and he's going to head to the line. And this Capilano team, they were relying heavily on their big man, and now they're relying on their little man now.
Yeah, how about it? Josh Dillon basically bearing the load on his own back here in the third. Really trying to get his guys to pull away, and I guess in this case try to catch up. But Josh Dillon, like I said, not having the greatest first half when it comes to offensive production, but it's definitely flipped the switch here in the third and is making it happen.
And, of course, when I say little man, I mean the littlest guy on the team. He's still taller than I am.
Well, I mean, at 5'10", you can speak for yourself on that one. But definitely, I think he's an average height. I think 5'10" is an average height, so little is definitely relative in this situation.
He goes 2 for 2 from the line. And now Dillon up over double digits as well. third player on the team to add double digits as Barrow gets the mid-range game going.
Yeah, both teams come out firing here. I like to see it. High percentage shooting from both squads here in the third. They've definitely tightened up over the halftime break, and we're seeing two more refined offenses go at it here.
Dillon, he's feeling it right now. Step back for three. Just a touch short. Transition now, Jeremiah Brown. Straight to the bucket, gets the easy basket. Huskies bring the lead back up to 5 as they showing that they can move in the fast break. But a blocking foul called on Terrell Taylor. Midway through the third quarter, 5-point game. And man, Jermaine, it's just 3 games in a row that have just been absolutely fantastic to watch. So competitive here at Nationals.
Absolutely. Everyone's coming to play, and you love to see it. Sometimes you don't know if games will travel well. Not the case here, as everyone has brought their A game for sure here on day 1.
Jeremiah Brown from the corner, thought about it. Instead, they work it around. And they're going to slow it down. 10 seconds left on the clock. Caldre Campbell cuts through, gets the teardrop to go, and the lead's back up to 7. And that's going to be a timeout called by Coach Van Samang.
Yeah, good timeout there as we're seeing things getting a little rocky, starting to lose that lead a little bit, and we're going to see if they can kind of recalibrate in the timeout and get back after it when they get back out on the floor.
Don't go anywhere after this one is done, basketball fans. We have got quarterfinal number 4, and you know it's going to be a good one. The Holland Hurricanes from PEI. Atlantic, one of the better teams in the Atlantic for years and years. Multiple bronzes, 2016 to 2018, 3 bronze medals in a row, repping the Atlantic. But they got a tall task in front of them. They're playing the hometown. They're playing the hosts. They're playing the 6-time ACSC champions. It's your men of Troy. It's the State Trojans.
It sure is. Tall task is putting it lightly, Brett. State Trojans coming off a great showing in provincials there a couple weeks ago, hosting their 6th straight championship banner into the rafters. You know they want to add natties to that, and it starts here at 8 p.m. tonight going up against the Hurricanes, who you know are going to give State their best shot.
And for that State Trojans team winning their 6th straight ACSC championship, I mean, it was never in doubt. They only got off to a rocky start to the season and had to take on the undefeated Keanu Huskies.
That's all. You know, that's all. Light work. Just another day at the office for the Trojans.
Featherston, he's going to head to the line as he draws the foul on Campbell. I guess foul is called on Jeremiah Brown. I think that's number 3 on Brown for the game.
Yeah, definitely something to watch, as Jeremiah Brown has been great on the offensive side of the basketball.
And Featherston gets them both to go. And Brown's going to have to sit now as he finds himself in a bit of foul trouble here. Derek Taylor checks back in for the Huskies, who are up 5. Campbell kicks it out wide. Barrow goes off the glass.
Yeah, how about Andre Barrow there? Good job. Almost lost the basketball, was able to kind of corral it, keep himself in, and get the lefty to go down. Good finish.
And we got a step on the line, and that's going to be out of bounds on Aseniguan, who's been noticeably absent here in the second half.
Definitely, and that's where you got to take over with the Huskies and say they're doing a great job on him. In the first half, Aseniguan basically did whatever he wanted on the offensive side, relatively untouched. Not happening here, as every time he gets the ball, they're putting a body on him, making work for that space.
Foul call on the shot. Featherston, he's going to pick up another one. Huskies going to head back to the line, up 7. And Terrell Taylor's going to hit the first. Huskies up 8. The largest lead here of the game so far.
Yeah, just goes to show you how tightly contested this one's been. When 8 is the biggest lead, you know they're doing something right on the defensive side.
Second one goes in and out. Senegon goes to Featherston down low. Between 4 Huskies, can't get it to go. And a blocking foul on Featherston.
Tried to pick himself up a charge underneath his own offensive basket. Don't see that every day.
Head coach Dawkins very unimpressed with the call from the officials. As was Featherston, he was quite frustrated. Banging his fists into the court there in frustration.
Yeah, definitely. Really wanted that one. I'll tell you, though, it's rare to see a ref call in favor of the offensive player underneath their own basket for the charge. I don't think I've ever seen that.
The shot there from Batuka Mesu doesn't go.
Look out.
Nice no-look feed, and it's Zach Klim getting back on the board with the easy jam.
Man, not easy. 7 feet tall to run the floor like that, but Klim does that, gets rewarded for running down the floor. Easy two-handed flush in transition.
Derek Taylor goes across. Campbell through the paint. The putback. Batuka Mesu can't get it to go. Second chance. Doesn't get it to drop, but he's going to head to the line. And Klim looks like he took a bit of a bump there, but he's back up as the two big men, both battling hard.
I think we're going the other way. I think they're calling the foul on Batuka Mesu on that one. Got that forearm
I think
up.
you're right. I think I saw the official actually give the elbowing gesture there, and Klim's just been getting the better of that big man matchup all night.
Yeah, absolutely, on both sides of the floor as well. Not only is he going to work on the offensive side, as we see down low defensively, he was out of position trying to contest the shot. Because he's so tall, he was able to also get a second chance opportunity to contest and draw a foul as well.
Barrow flying in there, going for the steal, but he's going to pick up a foul instead. Nassim Berry back in the game for the Huskies.
Yeah, I was wondering.
And Naz Robert as well.
I was wondering when we'd see Berry back. Got to have someone out there who can kind of pull Klim away from the basket right now. And if they're going to be checking each other, Berry's got that shot, that stroke from long range. We're going to see if Klim's going to go out and see him at the perimeter.
First one goes for Marko Kazic. Fourth-year guard from Belgrade, Serbia.
Oh, a couple hours away, right? Down the road?
Yeah, just a short drive.
For sure, for sure.
4-point game here, 77-73. Man, all of these teams have been just high scoring. Everyone's shooting the basket really well. Robert kicks it up to Berry. Good job to stay in bounds. Robert down low, good patience, puts it away.
Yep.
Huskies back up 6.
Yep, patience is most definitely the word. Able to wait out the defenders, take his time, go up uncontested at the hoop for the easy 2 as Roberts continues to do his thing.
Seneguan with the 3, and there's the All-Canadian finally getting one in the second half.
About time. You know his teammates were waiting on that one. Steps into a 3, does a Seneguan, and able to get that lead up to 3 as well.
3 from Taylor doesn't go. Rebound by Kazic. Leaves it for Dillon. And Josh Dillon, you know he's feeling it. Seneguan wanted to go for it again. He's got Robert on him. Takes the 3. Just off there. Final minute and a half of quarter number 3. Huskies still up. It's a one-possession game currently. They go down low. Derek Taylor on Kazic, and he gets it to drop.
What you got to do. How about Taylor going up with the left, switching to the right midair? That's how you get the 7-footer off balance right there. You can take it into his chest or switch on him up in the air. That's a great take.
Dillon to the bucket. He gets another deuce. And Josh Dillon he is explosive off the ball. When he makes that cut, it's so hard to keep up with him.
Absolutely. Flipped the switch in the second half to Dillon, and it's working dividends right now.
Turnover. It's Kozic
Nice take.
to the rack, doesn't get it to go, but he's going to head to the line. Chance to cut the lead back down to 1 for Marko Kozic.
Get a look at Marko at the line. Great ball handling that we've seen from him, specifically here in the second half, as he's done a good job securing rebounds and pushing the tempo, trying to find teammates as well. And now he's got an opportunity for himself to get a couple from the line. Missed the first, but is able to knock down the second.
Back down to 2 inside of the final minute of the third quarter. Good ball movement. Robert finds Barry, looking for that backdoor pass. Barry now looking down low, finds Campbell, he's too strong. And now Dillon with a chance to possibly tie or take the lead for Cap U. He's got Terrell Taylor all over him. Double team, goes down low, Klim down below the bucket, and he makes it count again.
Sometimes I gotta say it, too easy. When Klim is down there, it is automatic.
1 second left, Chance, Barry.
Oh, you gotta shoot that.
Gotta take the shot at the buzzer, goes for the extra pass, and they run out of time. 10 minutes left to go here at the Jack in quarterfinal 3. 81-81 the score. We're in for one heck of a fourth quarter here.
That we are, Brett. Unbelievable. Surprise, surprise. Yet again, these two teams tied going into the fourth. This is what happens when you got the best teams in the country going at it. No one is really going to be able to pull away, and we've seen all day long that hasn't been the case. We're in for one, as you said, heck of a finish here in the fourth.
Got an update for you here from the Women's National Championships over at Mohawk College in Hamilton. Through 3 quarters in the second semifinals, the VIU Mariners ahead of the Dawson Blues 55-45. A trip to the championship final on Saturday against the Guayante St. Jean on the line there over in Hamilton. But you're not going to want to leave coverage over here at the Jack, as we've got your St. Trojans, the 6-time ACAC champion St. Trojans, taking on the Atlantic Conference champions from Charlottetown, PEI, the Holland Hurricanes.
That's right, the immovable force against an impossible object. We're going to see exactly who can really get it done. Something's got to give. We're going to see who that breaks for later in the night at 8 o'clock p.m. start time, if I'm not mistaken.
Underway here now in the fourth. George Brown to start on offense. It's Campbell to Taylor. Takes the jumper from the free throw line, doesn't go. Kozic up with the rebound. It's a Seneguan. He takes the 3. Offensive board by Klim.
There you go. That's what you got to do. If he's going to get that rebound, force Klim to bring it down low. That gives you even an opportunity to get the ball. It's a good job on the defensive possession by George Brown.
Klim doing a great job to keep that ball in play. Kozic running the offense. Nice fake.
Look out.
To the rim, and he gets the jam.
How about it? Creating space. He's able to go around the screen, drive hard, and finish with the two-handed the Zach Klim.
Kozic now with 13. Is Barry's three. No good. Klim, game high 21 so far after three. Josh Dillon has 18, as well as Jeremiah Brown leading the Huskies with 18 of his own. Assiniboine doesn't get it to go. Van de Velde can't come up with the offensive board. Both of these teams shooting over 50% so far on the game. As that one goes for Nassim Berry.
Yeah, great positioning as Barry's able to dig his way down under the basket, put himself into the chest of Klim, and basically negate that great extension that he has and go up and essentially get that layup to go uncontested. Great job.
Nassim Berry now a sweet 16 on the game. Assiniboine drives to the basket, doesn't get it to go, and Berry now the other way. Dillon all over him, stops, sends it back to Taylor, makes the extra pass. Maybe could have taken that shot, but he's gonna get it back, and they work it around to the corner for three. It's good. That's Caldre Campbell putting the Huskies back up. 2.5 gone in the final quarter. Dillon straight to the basket. He gets it to go, and the foul.
Come on, Josh Dillon, how about it? Young man taking the hit, finishing with the left hand too. Lull everyone to sleep with the eyes and make sure they pay with your feet. Turns on the Jets, gets that one to go.
Capilano shooting 65% right now through three quarters from the field.
Unbelievable.
Absolutely ridiculous numbers.
Yeah, it's incredible too, and they're doing it from absolutely everywhere. Not only are they attacking the hoop, but they're stepping out, knocking down 20, 25-foot jumpers as well, and from the perimeter making it happen. And right now Cappy is firing on all cylinders, and despite being down in the scoreboard, things are definitely trending well for them.
Dillon chance to tie the game and add the and one, and he does. Now Dillon's got 21 of his own on the game, and he's going to take a quick break, as will Kozic. Going to see C.J. Campbell back in, as well as Aman Ottman. Caldre Campbell to the bucket, and he rolls it in. And these teams go back and forth as Featherston ties it right back up.
Yeah, one contested layup deserves another as Featherston, with only 3 seconds off of the shot clock, able to get that layup to go. That's some efficient offense right there.
Both of these teams just trading buckets. Nas Robert takes the hard foul. And that's Assiniboine.
Man, about time, right on cue. How about Nas Roberts creating something where it seemed like there was nothing? Now a chance. See if he can get both free throws to go. As you said earlier in the game, great production from him off the bench, specifically on the defensive side.
I don't think they needed that.
Robert gets it to go, and the lead back up to 2 as these teams continue to go back and forth in another high-scoring affair in what has been a wild, wild quarterfinal Thursday. Assiniboine finds Campbell with the cut, gets the foul and the bucket. We're all tied up. Blues opportunity to take the lead back.
Classic give and go. We see Campbell give it up at the perimeter, leave his defender in the dust, put him on his hip, take the bump, and finish at the hoop for yet another three-point chance opportunity.
Campbell only having the one bucket through three quarters. Getting the and one. Of course, as we mentioned, C.J. Campbell was the Pac West playoffs MVP He's been silent tonight, but the rest of the team has more than made up for it, especially Zach Clem and Josh Dillon. This whole team, it's just been a matter of next man up.
It sure has been, and no time like the present to really make that happen. A lot of times, stars can kind of get bogged down with good defensive sets and maybe shots aren't falling down. It's a great job by the bench backing up their star, making sure that despite his not necessarily stellar offensive output, they're in this game and ready to take the win.
One-point game here in the fourth. In for another great finish. It's a Campo. Sends it out to Barrow. He drives to the basket. Can't get the finger roll. And it's Dillon now. Draws the foul on a Campo, who after a great first half, we haven't really spoken his name much since then.
Absolutely. It's like they heard me say you got to make things tough on him. It was way too easy. Now that they've started to put a body on him a little bit, make him, kind of really dig deep to get the points, it's not coming as easy. And right now they're doing a good job negating his great offensive output thus far in the game.
Capu with the ball and the lead. CJ finds Clem. And once again, the big man getting to the rack and getting another bucket. He's got 23.
Classic dish and dive. Get that ball, set the screen. As soon as you give that ball up, go to the basket. A good pass will find you. It's a good job by Clem.
Jeremiah Brown back in. He kicks it out. Derek Taylor gets the friendly roll. I believe that's the second time he's got a friendly roll on a three, and it goes back to a tie game.
No doubt, shooters shooting, touching all parts of the rim on that shot. Taylor's able to got that three down to tie the game yet again.
Dillon with some nice handles there to get around the defense, but he's a little too strong on the shot. But a bad turnover. Ooh, Campbell nearly makes the save, but his foot went down before he released. It's going to be out of bounds on the Blues, and it's going to be Huskies ball. Going to be Caldre Campbell on the ball. It's a Campo, nearly loses the handle, gets it back, throws it to Taylor. He drives, trying to beat the clock, can't do it, and that's going to be a shot clock violation on George Brown.
How about the Blues with a great defensive stance right there? Very timely indeed. 5:12 left, tie game. No time like the present to really assert your dominance on the defensive side. The Blues, did just that on that last possession.
All tied up, 93 apiece. Final five. Turnover there as reading the play was Terrell Taylor. Finds Derek Taylor, gives up the shot. Good job to get it back. We got a whistle on the play.
Here we go, gonna converse. Let's see what we got. Meeting in the minds in the paint. How much you want to bet they'll talk about when it gets the little bite to eat after the game?
I mean, there's no shortage of great places in Calgary, but
absolutely.
Only 6 left on the shot clock. They go down low. Derek Taylor stops, spins, and he gets it to go on the fadeaway. Huskies that back up.
Clutch basket on the baseline spin. Great job by Taylor. Up against the shot clock as well. That's impressive.
A Seneguan, his three doesn't go. Featherston with the offensive board. Doesn't fall. Huskies now up 2 with the ball. As we can see Zach Clem there waiting by the scorer's table. He's going to check in on the next whistle. Nice backdoor cut. And Derek Taylor, he just stood still, and he seemed to have lost the entire Cap-U team there.
No, definitely lulled him to sleep and went right in the back door, set up camp in the paint, and made the easy layup for his trouble.
DJ Campbell, he's denied. Jeremiah Brown with a huge rejection at the rim.
Timely defensive stop, too. That's what you got to do. Meet him at the summit and send him right back. Clutch block.
Cal Campbell sends it across. Barrow down low. Derek Taylor The three doesn't go. Asseneguan now with the board. Gonna rush the court. Does a little spinorama, gets it across to Kozic. And they're gonna set up with 15 left. They throw it down to Featherston. Plays the body, gets the blocking foul, and the basket. Cuts the lead to 2, chance to trim it down to 1.
Tell you what, David Featherston yet again lowering the shoulder, creating contact, finishing through said contact, and now a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way. Love his play off the left block here tonight.
It's now 5 players on this CapU team in double figures tonight. Both of these teams seemingly scoring at will tonight.
Definitely, yeah. Offense is at a premium here in this game 3 for sure. These guys definitely come ready to light up the mesh.
3:25 left. 1-point game here at the Jack. Cal Campbell, he's on the ball, leaves it for Taylor. Finds Barrow, loses it in his feet, nearly turns it over. The corner 3, it's good. Jeremiah Brown.
Man, doing absolutely everything. Up against the shot clock as well. Short porch 3 for JB. Knocks it down, and we are going the other way.
Kozic taking the offensive foul. And the Huskies hit that century mark. And now with 3 minutes left, up 4. You'll see Rob Campo back in. It's going to be Tyrell Taylor taking a seat. Huskies looking for a little bit of breathing room here. Cal Campbell, he's got Naz Robert on the screen, sends it back to him, loses the handle on it, but another turnover gives George Brown a second chance.
I was just never.
Not 100% sure what the call was there.
Not too sure either.
Either way, we're going to see a inbound here for George Brown. 2.5 to go. And Derek Taylor back in. Jeremiah to the basket.
That's
and
right.
the 6th man does it again.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do. I've said it before in this game. I'm going to say it again. When you've got 7 feet in front of you, the only way to really negate that height is put your weight into his chest, get him off balance, and go right up into him. Great take by Brown.
Featherston bodies his way to the basket, and this time Acampo comes away with the board, denying Klim of another offensive rebound. Two minutes to go. George Brown up 6. Jeremiah Brown doesn't go. Offensive board and a fresh 14. They work it around. Corner 3. Klim with the rebound. Touch too strong from Cal Campbell. Now it's CJ Campbell the other way. Straight to the bucket. Gets the tasty reverse to go.
Tasty is right. How about it? Avoids the outstretched arm of the defender and the hoop for that matter. Up and under on the other side. Great take and very timely as well. Capilano desperately needed that point.
I gotta say, from our vantage point where we are here at the Jack, that looked extra pretty because he was running right at us, and that was the thing of beauty.
Yeah, juicy too, and not only that, but at the time of the game as well. Clutch, tasty layup, chef's kiss. No time like the present to once again shout out our lovely sponsors here for Game 3. Those sponsors are as follows: TBBC, THAA, Tamara J Training, and of course, Rogers Communications. Thank you all so much for your continued efforts with this lovely Game 1.
On the women's side here, the VIU Mariners only 4 minutes away from a trip to the championship game on Saturday. We still got 98 seconds left to go here in this game. Quarterfinal number 3. And it has been just as good as the first two, if not better. It has been absolutely wild. 102-98 in favor of the Huskies. They're going to have the ball off the inbounds here. Looks like we're going to see a little full court press. And it's going to be Derek Taylor crossing the timeline. Throws it back to Campbell. Just going to slow it down. Derek Taylor cutting through. Barrow to the basket. Loses the handle, but last touched by a CapU player. 8.1 left to go on the shot clock.
Yeah, here we go. $1:22 left. 4-point deficit now for the CapU Blues. Yet again, this game not disappointing. It's high scoring total for this game, as you said earlier, Brett. Both these teams absolutely on fire from all across the field.
Going to be Campbell to inbound. They try to run a screen. They find a Campo. Gives it back.
Got to get in a little faster than that.
Doesn't look like Campbell had reasserted himself in bounds, and it's going to be a turnover. And that's an unfortunate turnover at this stage of the game.
Absolutely.
Can't afford to give a team like CapU any more opportunities to try and get back into this one. Campbell a little stuck, finds Featherston, gets the extra pass to Klim, can't get the finish, comes all the way back out. Aseniguan kicks it out to Dylan. He's got an open look for 3. Doesn't go. Final minute of play. Campbell throws it across to Taylor, who finds Tyrell Taylor. And they're just going to slow it down. 2-possession game, 40 seconds left to go. Tyrell Taylor cuts through the paint, tries to get down low, goes for the reverse. Not going to go. CJ Campbell now in transition. Has it knocked out of his hands, and that's a turnover.
Oh boy.
Ball all over the floor. No one wants to pick it up. It's finally controlled. And Dylan forced to foul with only 4 seconds separating the game and shot clock.
Oof, I tell you, what a last 10 seconds there that was. Back and forth and back and forth. CapU yet another turnover this late in the game as well. That definitely hurts. Most definitely up against it now with only 15 left on the shot clock.
And the Blues are only on 3-team fouls, so the next one won't send the Huskies to the line. And we're going to see a timeout called now. Huskies call timeout here. They're going to try to create an inbounds play. See what head coach Jason Dawkins and his crew can cook up here. As you know, it's going to be a very quick attempt to try and get the steal if you're CapU, but if you don't get that steal right away, it's got to be a time to foul.
Exactly, definitely. Quick steal. If you don't get it instantly, try to lose less than a second off the clock if you can. Go for that initial move. If not, get the foul, because like you said, Brett, they still have one more to go to get to that bonus.
Third of 4 quarterfinal matchups. Still got the nightcap still to come between the Holland Hurricanes and your St. Trojans. Josh going to be back on the call with Jermaine, and it's going to be a good one. As the St. Trojans, your 6-time ACAC champs, look to get a national title to add to the rafters. Able to find a Campo off the inbounds, and he's immediately fouled with 17.9 to go. And with just 14 fouls now on the Blues, they're going to have to do it again.
That's a good job by Capu getting a quick foul call with minimal time off the clock. As you said, one more time here to see if we can put him on the line.
They go up and over. And quick foul there. It's going to send Rob Ocampo up to the free throw line with 16.2 to go. In a 4-point Husky lead. Both teams with just one timeout remaining. And the first one is good.
Great job by Rob stepping up, knocking down that first free throw. Let's see if we can do it one more time to potentially put this thing out of reach for the Capu Blues. Oh no, not the case.
But an offensive board is going to send it right back to the Huskies. And a big mistake from Capu, unable to corral that rebound. And more seconds tick off the clock, and now time is a big enemy of Capu.
I asked the question earlier on, what can Brown do for you? The answer, offensive rebound in the clutch. Unbelievable job pulling down that rebound, essentially icing the game. Potentially icing the game.
First one doesn't go for Cal Campbell. 11.3 left to go. I feel like if the Blues come up with a rebound here, they're going to have to take timeout right away. No, they're going to keep going. Featherston, though, through everybody. He's going to take it easily to the bucket, cut the lead to 3 with 5 seconds left.
Yeah, some time on the clock. Clock kept running there. Got to stop that thing as soon as the ball goes in. It's a good job by the officials to be on top of that. Every second so important at this juncture.
Added an extra 1.2, so we're up to 6.2 left here in the fourth. It's a 3-point game. Huskies at this point just got to inbound, try to get one free throw, and that could just about do it, as that's going to be a tall task to try and get 2 buckets in just 6 seconds.
Absolutely. Not impossible, but definitely improbable. So we're going to see if the Huskies can ice it here at the line with the foul that we know is coming.
We'll see if the Huskies can work out another set play here off the inbounds. They've been able to make some good ones. Ocampo has been able to get some nice cuts and just make himself some space, and it's really worked out.
Sure has. Early on in the game, I love what Rob was doing, just kind of asserting himself on the offensive side. Kind of went quiet for the couple middle quarters, but sure enough, at the end of the game, leaning on him again, and he has definitely come through for his squad, knocking down a couple free throws, making try to do his best to secure the win.
And of course, the Huskies have been doing this without their defensive player of the year, Chris Fields. He's been out with injury ever since the beginning of the second quarter there, where he took that big knock where he rolled his ankle there.
Absolutely, and that's not easy to do. Anytime you lose the defensive player of the year, sometimes there's going to be a gaping hole. We haven't seen that. It seems like they haven't missed him at all. They've done a good job picking him up, making sure the team defense makes up for his individual defense.
Campbell to inbound. Good defense, able to find Ocampo, avoids the foul, able to knock off 1.3. That was some good inbound defense from Capu, but Ocampo just a little too slippery, able to finally find that seam to get open.
Yeah, most definitely. Good ball IQ there from Rob Ocampo, basically avoiding that entire foul attempt, the first one anyways. They got him on the second one, and like Brett said, lost an entire second off the shot clock. Going to step up to the line, see if he can knock these down.
And with one timeout left, no matter what happens, the Blues going to have to call timeout after these free throws. First one, a little short for Ocampo.
Hey.
And this is a crucial free throw with 4.9 left. And it doesn't go. Featherston, they don't take timeout. Open three, Dylan to tie!
Are you kidding me?
Dylan at the buzzer ties this up at 103.
Are you kidding me? Josh Dillon in transition up against the buzzer with contention in his face as well. Ice in the veins as he buries that one, sending yet another game into overtime. I can't believe this.
Jermaine, I didn't even see Dillon in the corner from our angle. I had to lean forward. He's wide open the whole time.
He sure was.
Absolute money.
Wow.
At the horn. And what a quarterfinal Thursday we have seen. Second overtime game in a row. It's going to be a late night for us here at the Jack, but it has been worth it.
It sure has. Unbelievable resolve there from Josh Dillon, able to knock that down. But hey, just as fast as you can celebrate that, dust it off, you've got yourself an overtime period to really get the job done now. See if you can step up to the plate and bring it home.
And I just cannot get over the crowd as that shot went.
No,
even here in the booth, we were going wild.
Absolutely.
We got Josh and Simon next to us. They were just yelling.
Full house in here for sure. Everyone had to let it go. What a huge shot. Man, up against it were the Capu Blues, but coming through, Josh Dillon making sure they know that he's the guy from long range and continuing a great second half.
We can see our State Trojans down here courtside. They're ready to go. They thought they were about to take the court here, but a huge comeback, and I still cannot get over the fact that they missed 2 free throws there at the end.
Golden opportunity to put this away. The Huskies, you let Capu hang around, you pay the price. And as we see, they paid the price by missing those free throws. Josh Dillon on the other end. Quick three, knocked it down. They didn't even call a timeout. I expected them to call a timeout. They did the quick hurry-up offense. Got that ball up in one time, knocked it down. 3 seconds, full court, able to hit it.
That is a very bold move from Coach Van Semang to not take that timeout, to have a set play drawn up in the event of a missed free throw, to run the court and find Josh Dillon, the 5'10" guard, in the corner, wide open, with an absolute dagger 3 to send this to overtime. 103-103. Blues to inbound and control here to start overtime, as they look to become the first Western team to advance to semifinal Friday. Seneguan could not finish, but he gets his rebound. Dillon from deep, just in and out.
It's a good look there from Josh Dillon, trying to continue the heat check. Didn't get that one to go, but just like that, got to get it back on the defensive side.
Brown going right at Klim, gets the bucket. And you've been saying it all night. Attack the big man, and it has worked out for Jeremiah Brown all night.
Most definitely, that has been the mode of operandus here as far as the fourth is concerned. Take it right into the chest, negate that length, and that way you get yourself a clean look.
Seneguan, he's got 2 men on him. Only 6 left on the clock. It's still a Seneguan to the bucket. Doesn't get it to go, and we got a foul, and it's going to go the other way, as the Huskies find themselves up 2 after 1 minute here of overtime.
Huge opportunity now, as we're going to see Derek Taylor step up to the line. Can't be leaving any points at the line at this juncture. Got to knock these both down. We'll see if he does just that.
Derek Taylor, 75% free throw shooter, gets the first to go. Brings that lead back up to 3. And the second drops. Tyrell Taylor checks back in for Abacampo. And you know that if George Brown doesn't come away with the victory tonight, Rob Acampo is going to be seeing the free throw line in his nightmares.
Absolutely. He's trying to avoid that at all costs. We'll see if he does.
One too many handles there from Josh Dillon. It's a turnover. And Jeremiah Brown off the feet from Tyrell Taylor gets the easy bucket, and the Huskies up 6 here to start overtime.
Yeah, good time out there from Jason Dawkins, going to get his guys in. As you see the momentum starting to swing in the way of the Cap U Blues, and you got to bring it in right now because they're getting it going. Of the Huskies, excuse me.
Coach Van Semang just got to calm his team down here. You know the emotions were high after hitting that game-tying 3 at the buzzer. But the Blues coming out just maybe a touch flat here to start overtime.
Just a little bit. Like I said, they had the great fourth quarter ending, but now with the last 5 minutes here in by way of an overtime period, like you said, Brett, can't be going flat now, and it seems like we've seen that a little bit. See if this timeout wakes them up a bit.
Of course, it's been a fantastic day here at the Jack Simpson Gym. Here in Calgary, Alberta, and we are going to do it all over again tomorrow. Got 4 more games for you on the docket for Friday, including both semifinals at 6 and 8 o'clock here local time. Josh Dillon here, carrying it over the timeline. The Seneguan now, he's got Tyrell Taylor all over him. Looking for Klim, goes off the backboard. Klim able to finally get up there and control it. Kozic now, throws it to the corner.
Across the body, yeah, Taylor got him. A little bit too late in the clock, 2.3 on the shot clock. You hate to see a foul go down like that. It's a good opportunity there for the Huskies to secure themselves another possession, but just like that, Cap U going to step up, and we're going to see if Ahmad Atman can knock down these 2 free throws.
Othman, the 6-foot guard from Ontario, from Oshawa. Taking on a team from his home province here. He knocks them both down, cuts that lead back down to 4 for their first points of the overtime. Swinging around, back to Cal Campbell, who runs the point. Throws it down low for Taylor. Barrow. Brown. From the line, gets it to go.
Can't be giving up wide open shots. Too easy for Brown on the baseline.
George Brown doing a great job of breaking that zone defense and just cutting through. It's Athman looking for Klim. And the ball is going to be last off of Brown. It looks like his foot just clipped the byline as he caught the ball.
One thing I'm definitely liking here from George Brown is the renewed sense of urgency when dealing with Zach Klim. They're not letting him get anything too easy. Speaking of easy, how about it?
Brilliant inbound there, but from Dillon finding a Seneguan. Lead back down to 4, halfway through overtime. Huskies up by 4. Tyrell Taylor throws it out wide. Brown fakes, goes to the rim, off the glass, doesn't go. Transition the other way, Kozic wide open, and he gets it to cut the lead back to 2. Great fast break there from Cap U, cutting the lead back down to 2. Cap U refusing to go away tonight.
No doubt, you can say that again. And it seems like right at the end of both the fourth and OT, hanging around as we see the missed shot there from Brown.
And Jared Brown can't get it to go. Athman. Seneguan goes for Klim down low. Kicks it out. Extra pass, Dillon. Into the paint, finds Athman. Gets the runner to go. All tied up again, 111-111.
Yeah, big scoop pass there from Dillon, finding the cutting Athman with the raindrop from about 10 feet away. That's a big shot at a big time in the game. Oh,
corner 3,
wide open.
Tyrell Taylor doesn't get it to go. Rebound, Jeremiah Brown gets fouled by Klim. He's gonna head to the line.
A little bit of redo here for the Huskies at the free throw line. Tie game yet again. We're gonna see if Brown can hit both of these this time.
1:20 left here in overtime. Jeremiah Brown steps up to the free throw line, and the first one goes. Putting the Huskies back ahead. Jeremiah Brown, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Kozic now across the timeline. Leaves it for a Senegal, the All-Canadian, against Tyrell Taylor. Kicks it out wide to Athman. He sends it out, Kozic for 3. Doesn't go. Final minute of play of overtime.
Stand by the Huskies there, so they're able to secure the ball after that miss. Big opportunity here on the other end.
It's Derek Taylor on the ball. Using the screen for 3. Gets it to go!
Huge shot. Desperately needed by the Huskies. How about it? Stepping into it, creating a space, and burying the triple.
Othman breaks the defense, gets 2 back, but what a clutch triple from Derek Taylor. The Huskies just calling for some communication between each other on the court. Just not talking led to that easy bucket.
Yeah, anytime you get someone who slips back door like that, it can cause everyone to start pointing fingers. It's exactly what's going on with the Huskies. Like, look, we got to say something. Brown letting everyone know we've got to be vocal this late in the game at this tight of a score.
Campo back on. Sends it right back to Campbell. He's got Dillon on him. 25 seconds left to go. 9 seconds separating shot and game clock. Jeremiah Brown fakes the 3, drives to the bucket, and gets it to go. Lead back up to 5.
That a great take by Brown now. 15 seconds.
Dillon straight to the basket. Not a great shot selection right now. And the breakout pass finds Barrow. Senegal lets him go. And with 4.5 to go, that might be the nail in the coffin. Senegal, he's going to have one final shot, but that's going to do it. The George Brown Huskies avoid disaster, and they get the job done in overtime. 40 minutes wasn't enough. What a game here between these two clubs.
I'll tell you what, they pushed each other to the limit, did they, Brent? Unbelievable play. You've got to tip your hat to the Cap U Blues. Didn't want to go away quietly. Did such a good job, specifically in that fourth quarter, bringing in this game and making sure they got themselves to that overtime. Unfortunately, in that overtime, George Brown asserting their dominance, getting out of here with a dub on day 1.
George Brown will move on to semifinal Friday tomorrow night. They will play the winner of our final game today between the Holland Hurricanes and USA Trojans as we head down to courtside for the player of the game presentations for both teams. Big Zach Clem coming away with the Player of the Game award for Cap U. Hard to bet against that one between him and Josh Dillon. They both played fantastically tonight.
They sure did, but Zach all game long asserting that big size inside, as we saw time and time again, uncontested at the hoop, making sure everyone knows he's an elite player off both blocks.
Number 15, Jeremiah Brown.
And the 6th man of the year in the OCAA, Jeremiah Brown, picking up the Player of the Game honors. A fantastic performance off of the bench, as he's done all year, helping lead his team to the semifinals tomorrow.
Absolutely. Brown, so talented, could easily be starting on this squad, but almost like a secret weapon in their back pocket to bring him off the bench, and that's obviously a good job as they were able to get the win using that secret weapon.
Well, that closes the book here on quarterfinal number 3 here at the Jack Simpson Gym. Don't go anywhere, though. You're going to want to stick around for your 4th and final quarterfinal match as Charlottetown PEI's Holland Hurricanes are going to take on the host team, your men of Troy, the St. Trojans. Thank you so much for watching here on CCAA TV on YouTube. Stick around for game 4 coming up in just about 20 minutes.